Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Follow a Sketch February for February 9th. And this is today's sketch. It's a one photo sketch with banners and layers and all kinds of fun things. I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo of myself at Alcatraz. You can see San Francisco here in the background. I pulled out a bunch of close to my heart papers. I was looking at my papers and I was getting ready to pull out some to do making with the manufacturers, and I was like, I still have an awful lot of close to my heart papers, so maybe I should use those. So I've got these bad boys. I've got some lace. I've got some pearl ribbon here. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have a lot of papers to make some things happen. Now, I forgot to press record, but I did gut out that pink paper and used a little bit to mat my photo. So this is a photo of me, and I think it's a selfie. I'm not exactly sure. We were on the boat either going to or coming back from Alcatraz, and I liked this picture of me. You know, sometimes when you like a picture of yourself, it's not like the perfect photo. My hair's a little bit messed up. It's kind of blowing in the wind, and I just like the picture of me. So I am going to go ahead and scrapbook it. So I've got that pink bit around as my very background page, and then I used the floral and also that teal blue paper. Now, the reason why I chose the pink was because of the little crosshatch portion on this pattern paper back here, and I totally had planned on using that to cover up the divider between that small floral paper and the blue paper. However, I don't even use it, and I still think the pink looks great, even though I don't have the pink on the layout like I had planned on. So I am going to use this pearl ribbon, and I'm going to cut that into a banner as well. If I haven't cut it already, I honestly don't know if I have or haven't. I am using a distressing tool to distress the edges of my papers. I just think that this layout with these papers really lends itself to a distressed edge look, right? Like, I just think it really just needs it. So I am going to distress the edges. Now, I'm not getting ridiculous with my distressed edges, and sometimes I do get ridiculous with my distressed edges. And what I mean by that is, like, I tear the paper, I bend it up, I crinkle it. This is just a little bit, like, slight distress. There's that crosshatch or hashtag, not hashtag, hash mark paper that I planned on using, and that ends up not being used. But it's fine. It isn't like it was some epic piece of paper where I only had this tiny little bit and I need to save it. I'm not at that point in my scrappy life anymore, you guys. I used to be, but not anymore. I am kind of in the place where I can always buy another paper. There's always going to be another pretty paper. So I might as well use it. That way I can buy more. So as you can see, I end up using some lacy ribbon to splay across the page here. And I just love this. I feel like most of my pages are not kind of these soft bits. Like, they're just not. Most of my pages, I feel like, are pretty bold and colorful. And even though this is at least it's got some boldness to it with the wood grain and the pearl and all this, it's not my usual color palette, color story. I don't know. I usually go for big, bold color, is what I'm saying. But every once in a while, I do one of these softer layouts, and I love it. And I'm like, why don't I do this even more? So this layout is going to be kind of the same and kind of different. It's definitely my style. It's just a little bit softer. I want to say. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope it makes sense to you guys, because I'm going to stop talking about it because I know I'm starting to ramble. So ultimately, I decide that this wood grain banner that I made is not going to make it onto the page where the banner is facing down like this. What I end up doing is taking the banner and putting it horizontally across the page. And I like how this looks because in the sketch, there is a horizontal element, right? There's some layers of horizontal bits. And so I decide that my horizontal element is also going to be a banner because why not? Plus it's already cut apart. The distressing is already done. It is going to be there and ready to go. And I will also say that I have really enjoyed adding fabric, ribbon, any kind of that kind of texture and look tool to my pages lately. I've been talking about a 90s revival in my scrapbooking for a little while now, but I have found that I am really drawn to that right now. Everybody goes through phases and seasons in their scrapbooking where they are, maybe you're really drawn to mixed media, maybe you're really drawn to stencils. Hooray, stencils! Scrapping Reflections plug, shameless advertising plug right there. Maybe you're really into clear stickers, maybe enamel dots are your jam. Like, there could be so many things that you are just drawn to. And if you're drawn to it, I really encourage you to embrace it. Like, don't fight it. If you're drawn to it, you're drawn to it for a reason. So keep on going. Now, I will also tell you, I'm really drawn to using my hot glue gun too, because that thing is a beast and I love it. And I definitely need to buy more glue sticks. So that will be happening this weekend for sure. So now I've got a couple more horizontal elements. So up on that left-hand corner of the page, I have just cut out little bits of that horizontal paper, and I am making things happen. So this word right here says adventure, and it was definitely an adventure that we went on. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this photo of myself, we were not on the boat going to Alcatraz because I still have the audio tour headphones on my head. So we were outside exploring. Wasn't on the boat. Thought I was on the boat, but we weren't. So I lied to you guys and I'm sorry. Thought I was on the boat. And that's fine. So now I added in some little bits of glitter tape, and that's just going to give me a little extra kind of sparkle and also a different texture on this layout. I was thinking about bringing in more wood veneer, as you could tell with that leaf and the other things I am going to try out. Ultimately, I do end up putting some wood veneer on here, and I'm using these wood veneer florals. Now, as you can tell, my title did not make it where the title is in the sketch either, but that's fine. You should be using sketches to inspire you and give you a jumping off point. If you're feeling the creativity and you just start going, then more power to you. If you want to keep referencing the sketch because you're feeling good about that, more power to you. If you want to use that sketch exactly and like figure out measurements and everything else, girl, you do you. Boy, you do you. Like whoever. I say girl because 99.9% of the people that watch, or 99.6%, sorry, of the people that watch my videos are women, according to YouTube. So anyway, enough of that. Thank you for the ladies and thank you for the guys and everyone in between that watch my videos. I appreciate it. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.